Hi and welcome back to our channel. Here are some book series that we will not be finishing and why. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. So the first one for me is Powerful by Lauren Bobbitt.
Oh no! Oh!
Now, my reasoning here is I tried to read Reckless, book 2, got to about 50%, felt like it was really boring and ended up DNFing it, like it put me in a slump. And I just don't know if I can care for the rest of it.
See, I have read Powerless and I really loved it, but I haven't read any of the others because I am a little bit scared about having the same feelings as you.
Yeah, because I absolutely loved book 1, like I devoured it, I couldn't get enough of it. And then by the time I read book 2 as it came out and it just didn't hit.
No, and I've seen a few people have said that, so you might have to convince me to actually read that one, but you definitely won't be reading it.
No.
I definitely will be giving it a go. Okay, so my first one is the Never After series. Okay, hear me out. Loved Hooked. Loved it. I brought the special edition. I absolutely devoured that book. Gave it 4-star. I read Scarred and it put me in one of the worst reading slumps I've actually probably ever had. It was terrible. I hated it to the core. I couldn't get on with the kind of time setting it had. I didn't vibe with any of the characters, and I powered through, but I just don't know if I can continue the series. I have seen there's a few other booktokers that I do follow, and they have said that actually the next one is not as great as well. So,
But we've had a friend who read, I think it was the
Twisted, yeah,
and she absolutely loved it, devoured it. So it's very mixed feelings.
But it's I just don't want to be in that book slump again. It took me a long time to get out of it, and I'm just getting out of it. So no, I won't be continuing that.
My next one is the Ravenhood series, and in particular from Exodus onwards. So I read Flock. I did understand your hype with it.
I fucking love that series.
And then I tried Exodus, and again, I read some of it and then DNF because I got really bored. There were just so many questions where I just didn't, you weren't getting answers, and I don't know if I cared enough to get the answers.
Yeah, but you find out everything in Exodus.
And I was on my Kindle and I didn't want to pick it up. So that's another series. Don't kill me.
Might as well. I honestly, kid you not, Dominic King is probably, and Tobias King actually, is probably top 10 book boyfriends. They're in there. I loved that series, devoured it, but I could not bring myself to read One Rainy Day because I just don't want to be in that pain again. Oh, I don't know if we can be friends.
Oh, we can.
Next series you cannot convince me to probably continue is the Pumpkin Spice Latte book series. I
don't blame you for this one.
Found it so cringy. It wasn't a comfort read.
Which one did you read in the end?
I read...
Was it the Christmas Tree?
It was the Christmas Tree Farm. Yeah.
Yeah, because that one was, I will admit, that one was the worst. I think
Terrible.
the second book was a lot better.
I got...
Which was like a summer romance. It was just, I liked how it was set up. But I will agree, the first one was shit as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. In the obviously the winter one, I probably got about 40% in. I was quite far in. I just didn't care. Again,
I think it didn't help you didn't
vibe
read it in the
reader.
order because it was part of our book club book of the month at the time.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have a feel for any of the other characters. You were just chucked into this world suddenly.
Yeah, and I'm a vibe reader. If I don't vibe with a book,
I
not
wanted
gonna.
more from it personally as well.
Yeah, and I will DNF a book. I honestly will. If I'm not vibing with it, I will DNF you, and I did. I will never read that ever again.
Yeah. So the final one that I won't read on my own is Love Redesigned. Now, this one was hard to pick because I do love Lauren Asher's books, but I've had it on my shelf for God knows how long since it came out, probably, and it's so big, like it's over 500 pages, and I find that of size for a romance book just isn't it. And it scares me because if it's over 500 pages, it's clearly going to flop in parts where it gets a bit boring before it picks up again, and I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Like, how much does it really need to be?
Exactly.
You've got it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the first and the second one.
Yeah,
but
they are like...
They're chunky books.
They're solid.
Yeah.
That's like a phone book.
It is. There's another romance book that was like that, but I just... it's part of the next bit. but I just didn't care for. But yeah,
Okay, right.
final one you won't.
The Lancaster Prep series. I have read The Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did. I think that's the title of the first book in the Lancaster Prep. I actually really enjoyed it, but they were like, honestly, they're
really big again.
They're long, and it was very much kind of, when I first probably started reading them, I think my reading taste have slightly changed since I read it.
That was like the very start of your journey.
It was the very start of my book journey, and I don't think I will be continuing it.
So now we're gonna say 2, which we both have decided between us we wouldn't read.
Yeah, because this would have either been a part of our book club, or we have read them
We've
together.
both read the first one, we just hated it.
Yeah.
So I'll start with one and then you can do the other.
Yeah.
So the first one is the Neon Gods Dark Olympius series by Kate Roberts.
Sorry, Liv.
Yeah, our friend absolutely loves this series.
She devoured.
And in our book club back when we were very first starting, we ended up reading 0.5 novella book of this series, which was meant to be technically the first book now, and it was really short and it felt really flat.
Yeah, to be honest, it was supposed to. We thought it would be an introduction. Liv recommended it to us because she thought it would be an introduction to the world. It actually just felt like a small porno.
And it also spoils the whole plot for book 1. When
At
you
the
find
end.
out a character is actually alive, when in book 1 there's this whole mysterious of like, oh my god, who is this? Like, they can't, blah, blah, blah. And it ruined it. I ended up giving it like such a low star rating as it was as well. And I don't even know how I powered through reading it.
It was
only
just
so boring.
70 pages.
It was just very rushed.
It was 70
It was
pages.
flat but rushed.
It was terrible. So we will not be continuing that. And then the next series that we probably will never be reading ever again
I've already gotten rid of my copies.
will be the Icebreaker series by Hannah Grace.
Yes, the Maple Hills.
The Maple Hills, yes. So you'll have Icebreaker, Daydream, and I think there is also Wildfire, yeah. We have both read Icebreaker. You read it, probably about 6 months ago, maybe?
No, longer than that.
Longer ago than that?
Yeah, I read it sometime last year, I think.
Yeah, you did. And to be honest, you actually thought I'd enjoy it, which I did. I was vibing with it.
Yeah, because sometimes we have a slightly different taste, and what I might not like, I know Stacey won't mind, because I didn't like the spice.
Where I didn't mind
in particular the spice scene in the cab when all the friends are in there.
I fucking ate that up.
I just felt that so cringy. Like, there's certain things that you should just not be doing with your friends around, and like, they're drunk, they're going to be loud, like the friends are going to notice that that's going on, and I wouldn't want my friends.
Oh no, I ate that up.
Couldn't.
I ate the spice up. I loved
it. Cringed me out too much.
I didn't like. Right, so I read it probably not even 3 months ago. I was vibing with it. I was loving it. It was probably a 3-star, and then it dropped quite a few stars when it kept mentioning about how they didn't want to become pregnant and they were doing everything in their power not to, and then what happened in the epilogue? She got pregnant.
I hated that as well, because there was this whole thing about her wanting her career and having that life of being a figure skater and stuff, and it kind of gets thrown out the window in the epilogue because it's like, oh well, actually she's going to now settle down and have kids and a family, and it's like she could do that later on. Yeah, like, they were really young.
They were really young,
and it felt like it was such a long book for then that to just happen. Yeah, and I've heard the other ones are very similar in how they get really boring in parts.
Yeah, I just wanted. Yeah, why do the epilogues? Do they have to get married and have kids? Like, why can't they just like enjoy life?
Just do a novella later on in the series with all the main characters back in it, where like they're celebrating love.
Yeah.
Don't add it to the epilogue at the end as like a throwaway chapter. It just doesn't hit.
Yeah. So those are the 2 book series that we probably will never be reading again, especially some of our own ones as well.
Yeah. Let us know some of the ones you have, or if you have read these, try and convince us why we should actually pick them back up.
And don't come for us for not wanting to carry on these series.
Bye!
Bye!